Alright, welcome guys. This is NASA Trades. Let's talk about LFIN. This is part 2, and in this video I'm going to talk about my trades a bit more in detail. The first video, if you missed it, you can go and watch. I'm explaining what LFIN is, the company, a little bit about the background, the news that has been coming out about it may be going under investigation on a serious note, and there's so much more information. So go ahead and check out the first video. This is part 2, getting into my trade recap. So let's get into it. Alright, so LFIN, you're looking at LFIN on a 1-minute chart. Today is April 6th, 2018. It's Friday and it's 6 o'clock p.m. So this was yesterday. The highest it went yesterday was about $22, and then this is all today. Obviously the stock halted, so here we are. Pre-market high, I always pay attention to. Take my dollar price and zoom in, zoom in, zoom in. Excuse me. Alright, so the high for the pre-market was around $25.33. Okay, and what I notice is we're having a, let me zoom out just a little bit because I want to show you guys this. Alright, so here is another thing you can draw before even, that's the wrong one. What the hell is this pink? Just gonna do white. Default. Do that. Alright, so okay, there's too many of those styles. Let's just keep it simple. Alright, so you see that pre-market, what is that like? It's late. It's probably like 7 o'clock or something. So here's 6 o'clock or 5:45 in the morning. It bounces off of here, goes up, winds down, up again, resistance is building here, comes down, barely touches 200-day average, swings over, and if you zoom in, you notice it's almost riding the VWAP up, under, and over. But when you come here, and when you see just this, now you want to wonder to yourself, is it going to break the trend line? You could have the trend line right here and just let it see what it does, and it just bounces a lot off of this. So now zooming here, because pretend you don't see any of this stuff, you just pretend, because it's not how it would work. So you would see this, but on a smaller scale. So let's look at this, but let's not pretend that this stuff is here. Alright, so right here we have support. Alright, I'm gonna go slow on this, but obviously you got to think super fast when this is actually going down. Drawing second support, and then essentially third support. Alright, so here's support. Every time it comes down on this trend line that you drew from pre-market, you notice that it goes up, down, down, down. So this could be like the consolidation area right here, and this is the higher highs, and it goes up and it pulls back down. Now what really matters is, after you've identified this, is okay, so you're in a trade right now. You don't see this stuff, okay? You just see all this here. What you notice is that when you zoom in, this isn't a U shape. This is more of like a cup and handle, but I would say it just looks like a double bottom or upside down head and shoulder, right? So, or just a big ass N letter looking, but again, you don't see this stuff. So what I did over here was I looked at the pre-market highs, just relax, nothing. The market opens, goes up, almost creates a double top, falls back down, and third test of support happens and it bounces back up. Now where I got my long signal was right here, but I was watching it because I needed to be above VWAP. Let me change my VWAP. I don't like my VWAP the way. You gotta be kidding me. My damn VWAP. I'm gonna do red. I should have been red. Red for the VWAP, and then get rid of fucking 200 because I don't need no damn 200. Stocks don't even. All right, so here's 200. Here's the VWAP right here. So there's a trend line. It tests it, boom, bounces upwards. That's where I got my long signal. I said, okay, this is going to be a long if it keeps doing higher highs right here. Zoom in a little bit. You see, boom, higher high, higher high, higher high, double top. Let's take this slow. Let's talk about this. Here's a double top. Right there. Actually, I don't like this, goddamn. I'm going to do it like this. So this is a double top. Bear with me here, guys. That's a double top right there. It's a small double top. Again, the momentum is bullish. And I'm going to show you guys what indicator that I have just recently stumbled upon that has helped me a lot in understanding if this is bullish or not. Okay, so double top, boom, boom, played nothing because I was like, oh, this could crash, and there's no risk management here. I don't want to. These are too wide. I mean, these are dollars. This is too wide. If I got in here, like for example, if I got in here or if I got in here, 24.13. Where's my risk? Like, what am I risking here? Like here, like it doesn't make sense. I don't want it to. I don't want to do it on this VWAP and 9 EMA claim. I want it to be just above it. Or even more clearer above it. So anyways, watching this, I wish I could draw on here. Actually, I probably can. So take a screenshot of this, grab this, do yellow. Alright, so here we are. So this stock goes like this, bounces, bounces, and then it starts doing this. Right, so there's that W right there. Now this should not be an area where you should be trading if you're an intermediate or just getting started type trading thing, right? This is not where you want to get in. You want to see a pattern. So what I've learned with live stream trading is when it does this, here's the pre-market, comes back down, and then here's a run up during market open, then pulls back, then let it consolidate, and then higher highs, and then your buy should be right here. Right there, right? That's where your buy should be. Right there. And usually if it can be cleaner like this, if it goes like this, sorry. If it goes like that, and then like this, and then up. And right here you'd buy like right there. Or right here. So in this area, you'd buy that right there in that area. And then you'd sell, 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 right? So that's that right there. And what I did was this. So I see this, boom, boom. Right here, I wanted to get in within this area, but I needed support to build right here. So that when the stock comes upwards, okay, it comes up, and then it bounces, and then it just keeps going like that. That's what I learned that I wanted to get in. And the reason you want to get in this area, because there's a better risk to reward. So let's say, for example, you get in right here in this area, right? Any of these candles, that one, this one, or that one. Now what you could be risking is, minimize this. If you buy here, what you could be risking is this right here. That's one of the areas that I would risk if I were to get in. So if I draw this right there, so I would get in here, I'd get in here, I'd get in here, I'd get in here, I'd get in here, get in here, get in here. Those are the positions I'd get in, right? So what that's like 25 50s, 25 58s, and you can get out at, I mean, that's a very wide risk because the way I have it set up right now, but if you would zoom in, like anything around that period would be nice. So if I exit out here, and if you got in, let's say if you got in at 24.50 or 24.50, right, you can just exit your position right here at 25.19. That's a huge window, but at least you have an understanding that if it goes below this, it's going to fall dramatically downwards. And you don't want to do that. So have a position that you get in that you can also see why you would get out where you're getting in. So it's almost like think where you're gonna get out before you think about where you're gonna get in, but make sure you think about where you're gonna get in first, and then think about where you're gonna get out when you get in. And that's kind of what I did. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go up here. I'm gonna buy it above this yellow line here because that's resistance, attempting and resisted. And, dang it. And then over here, let me zoom out one more time. And then over here, it breaks resistance, waited, relax, because I wanted to buy here, like I told you guys, but this was not a clean area to buy because I was like, I really wanted to touch here and see what it would do like right here. Like I wanted to see because of this, here and this. So it bounces up, and I wanted to buy it here because it filled up, and then it came back down, and I market ordered, and I just got filled in this candle somewhere here. And then I wanted to obviously sell it upwards, and here's the run, pullback, run, pullback, run, and then pullback, and then it was going to go again before it got halted today. So what else I did was, so here is the first resistance for the day, pre-market, all right? And then second thing you want to do is, here's another resistance right here. All right, the third thing you want to do, add another resistance. And then there was just small little areas that went up. So what I did was look at my special indicators that I'll show you in a minute when I was getting into this trade. But also, excuse me, I'm just tired. All right, let's zoom in. Let's just talk about my entry right here. Obviously, the shares are not realistic because 1,000 shares, that would be at $25,000. I don't have $25,000 to play with. But being with $100,000 simulated trading here with TOS, I'm able to go ahead and practice what I need to learn and not worry so much about the money. But it does get me excited because the money reflects the technique. The money reflects the entries and the exits. Even in paper trading, you are not going to make the type of money that the guys that paper trade very well make if you still don't know what you're doing. It's very unlikely for you to get lucky even on paper trading because it's going to act 99% very, very much real. So anyways, my entry was at 25.67, which was this candle here. As you can see, I bought here at 67 cents, sold it here in $26.15. So I basically broke it down until it was going up there. So that was that right there. Then I bought here at 26.61, sold it quickly at 26.65. Now I want to show you guys this area right here. Let me turn these off. Alright, so look what you've noticed here. You see this green candle, double top, down, and then up, right? Check this out, guys. Same thing. Green candle, double top, down. Green candle, double top, down. And then up. Right? So pay attention to those two. And then... So, boom, sold. Bought, sold. Bought, sold. And you can see I'm just climbing the staircase. Now the reason that I sold here at 26.65 is because I knew it was going to go down and I just didn't want to deal with it. And I was watching level 2s and time and sales and everything. I was just watching all that stuff here. Everything is shut down on it. But I was watching all that stuff there. And so yeah, I quickly sold, came back down, and then it tested back up. Let me fix this chart here. What the hell? Why does my chart look like this? Alright, so anyways. Let me get, where was I at? Alright, so volume bar is too crazy. So here we are. Double top fell, reclaimed itself back up at $26.74. I bought it here in this candle, sold it. So I bought the 74, sold it at 98. Bought the lower 49, sold it at 67. Bought the 73, bought the 28, and then sold the 27 sold the 73 at 88, and sold the 28 at 27. And then I was actually going to buy here as well before it got hit with the T12. I mean, I wasn't going to be able to predict the T12, so I was still playing it. But I was playing support and resistance after it went up. After this area right here, remember the pre-market high, resistance. After it went up, I was just playing the trend. I was like, I'm just going to play the trend wherever it goes. And you could just see, boom, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell. Just playing the trend upwards. And that's what really worked for me. And then here's obviously the resistance and support areas. Let me bring it back. So you see I sold into resistance right here. Then I bought back the lower support and then immediately sold like I told you guys. Then I bought it again, higher high. The candle was above this one. I bought it right there because I knew it was going to go up. Then I sold it back up here. Then this place became support. Then I bought it again here, sold it there, and then again here. When the candle came back down, sold it there. So see, I bought in support here, and then sold in resistance practically here. You see that? So bought the support after it broke resistance, sold it into resistance. Bought it back from support, sold it in resistance, bought it back in support, sold it in resistance. So that was that. And I really enjoyed it because I learned a lot, but I'm also trying something new. So here it is. This is a special indicator that you guys may know or may not know. I don't know. So this is Lfin today. And what I'm using is a study. It's called the TTM Scalper Alert, the TTM Trend, and the Gap Reversal ones that I'm using on here. But so what we have right now is an interesting indicator. You can go on your studies, type in TTM. Why is this not right? Okay, I don't know why it's working, but it's that right there. What these green arrows and red arrows indicate is simple. Green indicates long bias. The pinkish red ones indicate short bias. The blue represents it being bullish, and the red obviously represents it being bearish. And this is just the volume indicator. It's a MACD histogram representing this up here. And what I do is I interchangeably go from charts to trade, which is over here. Let me take this up because there's so much stuff on here. And then I just analyze my own trade. I look at from here and then I come here. What I look when I'm looking here is looking for bias. Which way is it potentially headed, right? So when I saw this, that's how I knew realistically that this is going to be a long. Right here, right? Right there. I knew that because of this here. Over here, this arrow turned green once it was like around these two candles. But because I knew that once I saw the double top and it turned green, I was like, no, not yet. Let it just relax. Obviously, it pulled downwards, retested, reclaimed the 9 EMA, bounced off of it. I really wanted to get in here. I should have got in here. I don't know what the hell was wrong with me. I think I was with another trade at that moment. OGEN. That's what the hell I was trading. How do I read this? Yeah, OGN 308, 307, and then sold for a loss. Big loss. So I was with OGN first, and I didn't get to focus on here. So anyways, indicator said, hey, long bias is happening. Red candle, blue, blue, it turned green. Then blue, and it dipped down, and it was still blue. And I was like, okay, so we are in a bullish momentum now. It's moving towards the upward direction. It goes up here and reclaims, and that's where I bought. And then I just start playing. Look, this whole thing is blue. It's indicating it's bullish, meaning it could have even gone higher than this. It's pretty cool, this indicator I'm talking about. It's almost very accurate. But, of course, don't rely on indicators, this and that, but it's pretty cool, man. I mean, look at this. If you long this, I mean, look at this. Remember how I told you that these indicators give you indication after a few candles. So even if it was here or here or here and you bought it, I mean, this is crazy. If you bought it anywhere here, let's say if you bought it here and you just like really just, I hate this one. Let's say you bought it here. Look at that. You literally have hours that you can make so much money before it comes back down and touches that price level. And that price level right there is support the entire time here. If you bought here, money, 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 and it just, that area became support. Legit. Look at that, to the T. I mean, that's kind of how I see like support resistance. I've done it so much, and there's so much more I can do. But yeah, long it here, make your money, and then that entire area that you bought now becomes support, which means every time it comes to that area, it just bounces back up. Bounces up, bounces up, bounces up, bounces up, bounces up. And then it just stayed up there. Right? For example, I mean, if you decided to take this long, if you saw it here, get in. Boom. And you'll make money. Short, it just means it's a little bit, but it's blue. I mean, blue, it doesn't, oftentimes it doesn't matter what color they are because you still know that the momentum is blue. So anyways, I'm using this indicator to tell me, to teach me, to help me, let me know what the bias is about. I'm looking at this indicator. At the same time, I'm switching back to my normal one. And then I can just, I'm playing off for support, resistance, support, resistance, support, resistance. That's very easy. If you have a mentor, if you're in a chat room, you should already be pretty comfortable looking and being able to read resistance and support levels. But this is the company here in itself. And that's how I traded it. And I made about $530, 5,000 shares, scalped it on the way upwards. But that was my trade. I don't have anything else to talk about. I didn't know anything about this T-12 thing, and I learned about it. It's an investigation. It's pretty cool. Watch the first video if you haven't seen it already. My name is NASA Trades. I traded Lfin today with paper trade simulation. I did not have any mentor live with me. I was by myself, totally just sitting chit-chatting with myself, analyzing, doing technical analysis, going back and forth, changing time frames. Here are my time frames that I use. I use 1 day, 1 minute, 1 day 2, 1 day 5, 1 day 1 hour, 5 day 5 minutes, because I like to look at it. This is the initial drop right here of Lfin, and this is all the shorts covering and longs buying. I also use 1 day 1 hour. I use 1 year 1 day, 1 year monthly. I want to know what's going on monthly, and you can see this is Lfin monthly. Boom, look at that. It's just been trending downwards. This is the 9 EMA on an overall picture of it. I also have 10 day 5 minutes, 20 day 5 minutes, 90 day 5 minutes, and 1 day 15 minutes. I don't know if I'm going to use that one. But this is my 90 day 5 minutes. So, pretty cool. That's what I use, and these are my studies for this section here. And then when I go to my charts, I use a lot more indicators, and I use these. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope that kind of helped you guys to see what another trader thinks like when they look at these type of stocks. But just more experience, more time, more, just keep watching a lot of stocks. Put in more screen time, put in more studies, learn how to research. It would really work out for you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed that.